all the artists come to hang out there because they've got couches like this, they've got lights, we've got drinks, they've got food, and having that opportunity to literally sit in a lounge with artists like Fisher and R.L. Grime and just like drink with them and hang out and learn and just talk to them like a normal human being is an experience that was really cool to just, be in.
The DoLab, which people don't know, is at Coachella. It is has its own tent. They do EDM and a bunch of alternative EDM, DJ.
They do all the EDMs, the house, techno, just like everything that you can think of in an EDM song. That's the type of artist that they bring.
But Justin had the pleasure of interning there once and then working again.
Yeah.
He's going to explain his experience for the second time. He's going to explain his experience and what went on working at Coachella in the DoLab and how he got that opportunity being from the academy and getting the chance to work beside camera people and producing his own stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. DoLab and Coachella and Lightning in a Bottle. Those, I like to think of Coachella the first time I went as a creator, like the start to my creative career and kind of the kickoff to, there's more than just sitting in an office as a career. I got an internship with the company DoLab when I was a junior in college, and I actually didn't want to apply to it because it was unpaid, and I was like, I already have a job that's paying me. Granted, it was a work-study job checking out cameras in the advanced photo lab. I don't need this. I can make more money sitting here doing that. But I had a wise friend come in and tell me that, that's not what internships are for. They're for experience and building skills and knowledge and a network. And, got me to apply for the position. And within a week I was in their office, interviewing for an editing position, and I'd only edited like stuff for fun my entire life. And, once I was there, I had the goal to go to Coachella with the company because I had only been to Coachella once before. If you've ever been, the DoLab stage is one of the cooler stages. Biasly saying this, but one of the cooler stages at Coachella. They've got screens, they've got lights, we got water cannons that keep you cool in the summer, 110-degree weather. There's also a tap that flows all weekend long backstage, which is pretty convenient for your creative uses, if you know what I mean.
If you had to explain the cool behind the scenes of the DoLab and actually working at Coachella, because yes, you were at the DoLab, but working at Coachella is a whole nother experience on opportunities you can get yourself into behind stage.
Yeah.
Any cool experiences you had working at Coachella, meeting artists, being like, wow, I'm actually behind the scenes where I wouldn't be before?
There was this one time where I got a production pass by accident, and a production pass is all access. Like, owners of companies and people can't even get production passes. It was I managed to talk my way into it at Will Call because I had seen it the weekend before. It was weekend 2, the first weekend I'd ever worked Coachella, and I happened to be lucky that Will Call Wi-Fi was down. So there was no way to like check anything, no way to double confirm. I just walked up and was like, this is what I have. I'm here for my ticket and photo. And they were like, oh, like our thing is down. We don't have you on the list. What type of wristband is it? And I'm like, oh, it's a production band. And I just like, she was like, oh, so Jaden or whoever's going to be, I didn't even remember the name, but they were like, oh, this person's going to be working with you. And I'm like, yeah, they're great. Fake it till you make it, guys. I got to go to some pretty cool places. I got, basically backstage access everywhere for that, but the backstage at DoLab is where like the real cool action is because all the artists come to hang out there because they've got couches like this, they've got lights, we've got drinks, they've got food, and having that opportunity to literally sit in a lounge with artists like Fisher and R.L. Grime and just like drink with them and hang out and learn and just talk to them like a normal human being is an experience that was really cool to just be in. And it was my first like job outside of school that wasn't actually, yeah, that was my first job, I guess, if you want to consider something that's not a lifeguard. But that whole behind the scenes is like way different than when you see it in the front. There's so much production that goes on. I'm personally there for days before the festival starts. Our production crew for the actual tents, they're like 2 weeks, and they're working every single day to make it happen. And then within 2 days of the event, it's a completely empty place. It's crazy being there and like seeing it and being on the forefront, but being able to work and kind of have that opportunity opened my eyes really to, holy cow, like I don't have to sit in an office. I can be creative. I can pick up a camera and do this. It may not be as consistent as every single day, but I know that over time, if you put the patience in and the time, it'll grow to be a lot more.
Right.